Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be reading fantasy books for a week. We're gonna see how many books we're going to read. And during this video I didn't think I was going to only just read fantasy books. I actually ended up just reading one series and one standalone book. So I'm refilming the intro for this video because we're about to go into kind of a roller coaster of emotions throughout this video, and I want you guys to be a part of it. But yeah, I'm still deciding what the title of this video is gonna be. I have no idea, but I hope you enjoy this reading vlog. I really enjoy filming it, and you're about to see me discover one of my top fantasy series of all time. So keep watching. You're about to see me just go through a roller coaster of emotions. Okay guys, I'm vlogging today. I decided to just go for it. We're either going to actually vlog, or I'm gonna show you guys how much I read in a week. This is gonna be just kind of a messy vlog, but it's definitely gonna be bookish. I'm about to make some avocado toast. I have been obsessed with Olivia Jade's vlogs, and she always makes avocado toast, so you already know I had to buy some avocado sour bread, sourdough bread. And yeah, I'm getting my hair done today. I'm going back to blonde. The brown hair was a moment, but it's too close to my natural hair color, and I just don't really enjoy my natural hair color that much. So we'll see how this avocado is. So yeah, welcome to the vlog. I'm reading a book. Let me go get it. This is what I'm reading right now, and it's shaping out to be a pretty good book. It's called The Gracier by Kim Liggett, and I think Haley Finn was the one who recommended this book on her channel originally, but I'm super excited to read this. Now 126 pages in. It's pretty good, and the font's pretty big. It's a YA book, but it's pretty creepy, so I'm still thinking if I want to recommend it for younger audiences or not. So yeah, let's go ahead and make some avocado toast. The kitchen's really messy and I need to clean it today, but we'll see if we have time. Avocado thumbnail. This knife looks really aggressive. Orders for an avocado toast. This looks amazing. I'm gonna eat this. I'm probably gonna eat more food than this later, but it's a pretty good start. I just edited like so much stuff. I have my iPad here. I've been doing my editing on my iPad. I haven't shown you guys my hair. It looks kind of weird in this lighting, but I will show you guys maybe after I wash it, because I went to the gym and stuff like that. It's not very blonde. Like, we're still in that aqua process where it's just like doesn't look that great. And I got these headphones. Hold on, let me show you. I have been wanting these for so long, and I got a refurbished pair. So they are super cool. I got the blue color. I need to get some like accessories for it or something, because they're gonna get very scratched. But I'm about to edit a whole other video, and then yeah, it's busy day today. The reading update, because I'm reading quite a few things right now. Also obsessed with this Celsius flavor, and I got my eyelashes done. It's been about 2 years since the last time I got them done. Hopefully I actually keep it up this time. It's done with the Gracier. So far I feel like nothing has really happened besides like one thing. I was expecting this book to be a little bit more high stakes than it's been. It's a little slow for my taste with some good moments. I do really enjoy the writing. I don't think it's gonna be a really high rated book for me unless the ending just completely surprises me. I started The Cool Prince, and I actually made it to page 186. I was already on page 50 from, I think the last time I picked up this book was kind of a long time ago, and I'm actually really enjoying this one. So this one's actually looking up. Today is Tuesday, so we do have quite a few days left in this challenge. I think I'm gonna go until I think Sunday or Saturday. I don't remember when I started, but I think it was Saturday. So we might finish reading Saturday, and yeah, I just decided to end up doing how many books I read in a week, and that's what we're doing. I did get new headphones. I got the AirPod Pro Maxes, and I got these blue ones. I just ordered some cases for them. I'm currently obsessed Also, the way they look are such a vibe, and I'm just obsessed with them. Cases, wildflower cases for them, because I don't want them to get scratched. They kind of like touch a lot. But yeah, that's all that has happened since the last time I gave you guys an update. I'm gonna read a little bit more, drink my energy drink, and that's all. Let's document the fact that I actually like my outfit today, and I finished The Gracier and I rated it 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm going to be talking about this book at the end of the video. I am obsessed, but this is the outfit. I'm wearing my Uggs. Yeah, I'm in a great mood. Here is the Avocado Toast Obsession Continued, and then I started the second book in the Scorpion series, and yeah, just continue reading for a little longer. I was honestly really enjoying this one. This might be my favorite one of this series. I'll talk about it more at the end of the video, but it was highly enjoyable, honestly. I can see why people were so obsessed with this series, but The Wicked King has my heart. It was such a great book, and I can't stress that enough. You know, there's a hurricane coming. I just took a shower, I came back from grocery shopping, we stocked up on some things, nothing too major that I meant to like panic buy stuff, but we have really just worked our way through this series in the video. So it all started when I picked up this book, then I had to read this immediately, and now I'm like over halfway in the last one. I think there is one more book, but I think it's not necessarily the same storyline. It's called Stolen Air. So I'm finishing this up. I'll give you guys an update when I'm done, and then I have no idea what I'm going to read next. So far we have read 3 books, and I'm about to finish a 4th book. I think I'm gonna wrap up this video probably tomorrow or Monday and just edit and upload it, because we have definitely just read a lot, and it's been, I think it's about to be a week. But I wanted to give you guys an update and pray that I survive this hurricane. That's all I can say. TBR cart that is literally a mess, and there are a few options. I have been buying some books lately, and I'm not sticking to TBR. I'm just really into fantasy books right now, so we could either start the Belladonna series or read this House of Salt and Sorrows, which is a pretty short fantasy book, which might be a good palate cleanser, but we'll see. This is literally going to be a fantasy reading vlog, and I apologize for that if you don't like fantasy books. Also, I'm wearing my Lee Tomlinson concert sweatshirt, the merch. I got this one when I went to the concert, and it's literally my favorite sweatshirt ever. It's so freaking comfortable. But yeah, I'll give you guys an update when I read more. Wrapping up this video finally. I actually realized that I had already read for an entire week yesterday, and that we didn't get to another book after we finished the Folk of the Air series. Just get through the 4 books that I read this week. I feel like this was a really good reading week for me. It's been a while since I read 4 books in a week, honestly. I have been in a very long reading slump, and it's been just constant, and I haven't been able to get out of it, but we're finally, I think we're out of it, and it feels great to actually enjoy reading again. So let's just put my glasses on and talk to you guys about all the books that I did read for this video, starting with the only standalone that I read for this video, which is The Gracier. This is a book about this girl that gets sent. So every year there is something called the Gracier, where they send all of these teenage girls to a forest to have a Gracier, meaning that they're supposed to get rid of their magic because that's like really dangerous for the people around them, quote unquote. And it's a dystopian book, and I often refer to dystopian books as fantasy books, and I don't even think that's accurate, but they feel like fantasy books for me, so I just try to kind of match them together. Even if it's not accurate, just know that I do know that dystopian is not fantasy, but it just feels like it for me. So this is a dystopian book. It's a standalone. I highly recommend this book. It was a really, I wouldn't say fun read. I feel like you did get lost at certain points because the writing can be a little bit confusing. Essentially, if you read a Handmaid's Tale and that was to be turned into a YA book, it would be pretty similar to what you will get out of the Grey Seer. But overall, it was a really good read. I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars because it did do the job for me. It gets slow during the middle point of the book. The whole love interest part of it was a little bit disappointing. I feel like I was expecting more out of the ending of it. I wasn't the one who wrote the book, and I'm sure she had a whole plan with that, and it was enjoyable, so I do recommend this book. So yeah, that is the first book that we read for this video. I enter what I didn't know was going to be probably one of my favorite series of all time. I have been avoiding the Folk of the Air series for so long now, and the reason why is because it was always, first it was marketed as an enemies to lovers romantasy, but then people came out and said that it's actually just a subplot. The romance is only a subplot. I expect a lot of romance. So when I actually dived into it, I was already prepared for the romance not to be a really big part of the series. The really cool thing about this series is that they go back between the fantasy world, which is the fairy world. I feel like the fairy hierarchy and world of things is really similar in every single fantasy world that I've ever read. And I didn't know it was something that was just like constant in every single fairy book, but I kind of like that. So this is about this girl whose parents get murdered, and she has to essentially live with the guy who murdered her parents. In the fairy world, he takes her and her sisters to the fairy world, and she's a human in a fairy world. And then in the first book, there's this prince who just absolutely hates her and is really mean to her, so it's a little bit of a bully romance within a fantasy world, which I really enjoyed. And it's still angsty though, because the little snippets of romance that you get throughout the series are so worth it. And I don't know if you remember that a long time ago I actually purchased this book. Thought it was the first book of the series, and it ended up not being that. So I finally read all of this, and I can 100% tell you this is gonna be one of my top series, one of my top reads of the year. It was amazing. I don't think I can go into more detail about it because then I'm gonna spoil the series for you. I never want to do that. But yeah, this was a really good reading week, and I'm actually excited. I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to title this reading series because it was all over the place, and I just don't know if it's just a reading in a week because we did only read fantasy, and then we also read one series. So we'll see what this video ends up being titled at. But that's all I have for you guys today. I have a really exciting video coming after this one, so stay tuned for that. And as usual, just thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.